you know, since Austria is like being super safe everywhere, I actually had an argument with a friend of mine who's from Brazil. I met in Vienna. And she said, like, what's your problem with Budapest and Hungary? And I told her, like, listen, I have bad experiences there. Like if you go out, like people come to you with a knife and they rob you, they take your phone, they take your wallet. It's a bad experience to have. And she looked back at me and said, I got kidnapped by 2 guys with Uzis in Sao Paulo. Oh. But did they take your phone though? Clearly you live to tell the story. I don't know. It's gonna be that bad. But it is, like, this is the problem. Like, Austria at this point to me is so safe that it's dangerous. Because when I go back to Budapest and I am getting robbed, I just don't notice it. Because it doesn't occur to me that it's a possibility. It's just like, I'll give you an example. I'm walking home after a night out with my friends. I'm listening to music, middle of the night in a park, like a bad district, whatever park, and I see 2 people standing like 100 meters away. So I don't give a shit. I'm walking my way, listening to music. Then all of a sudden, one of them starts running at me at full speed. Maybe he needs a cigarette really urgently. Could be anything, is all I'm saying. So then he stops in front of me, and he's raising his hand to punch. Still nothing. I'm like, you know, like maybe he's checking his watch in a weird way. Like he like, ran up in front of me and something like, was like, did you know it's past midnight? I don't know. Could be like, anyways. So he stops with his hand in the air and he looks at me. And I think the only reason he stopped is because I gave him this impression that I'm this really amazing street fighter. Because the dude just ran up on me and he was about to knock me out, and I'm just like, so? I'm listening, yes, what do you want? And then he looks at me with his hand in the air and said, like, what are you doing? And just so you know, that's like a Hungarian thug thing. Like before they rob you, they're going to ask a question. Because I guess it's unpolite to rob someone without some small talk. I don't know. But you can never answer the question. Like once I accidentally looked at a group of guys and they were like, what are you looking at? And I was like, I'm sorry, nothing. And they was like, what are you not looking at? I was like, what am I not looking at? I don't know, man, that's kind of deep. I wasn't expecting this kind of conversation. Are you a philosopher? Is that why you're doing this? Because you're a philosopher in Budapest? Because, dude, take it. Like, you need it more than I do. Like, just have it. It's yours. But that's not what happened. What happened was he had his hand in the air and he was like, what are you doing? And that's what, like, shit. Oh, that's what you're doing. So I thought, okay, this guy probably still thinks that I'm like this really amazing street fighter, right? So I'm going to use that. And I just looked back at him and said, like, I tried to do some street shit. I think at some point he was concerned. He thought I was having a seizure or something. I was like, then I looked back and I was like, I am running. And I took off. Like I never did. I just ran off. So after a while, you know, I look back running and I see this guy at the same spot laughing his ass off. You know when you can tell from a distance, from body language, like dude's holding both of his knees, just like that. And then I was so proud, like I stopped, I looked back at him, and I was like, this is how you fucking solve it with comedy. First of all, there was no robbery, we technically both had a laugh. There was no violence, there was no weird shit, and I stopped, you know, I looked back at him, I smile, and he fucking starts running at me again. So I have a new phone, and no, I don't, but I have to be honest with you, some part of me deep inside really respects these guys. You know? No? No? You don't? Is that Stockholm Syndrome? Because I'm a little nervous about it. No, but I'm gonna ask you, because you kind of fucking bargained for it in the beginning. But do you ever see yourself robbing someone on the street with a knife, day or night, whatever? Just, oh yeah, there's a knife. No. No. Fuck no. See, that takes balls. And no offense, though, I don't have those kind of balls either. It's just, and I'm so glad you said no. I did this joke in Poland, and the dude looked back at me and said, like, I don't need knife, I have my hands. I was like, okay, next question. But yeah, like I don't know, like if I had to do that, I'd be so fucking nervous, you know? I'd be really, really fucking nervous. I just like imagine running. I'd be messing up my lines. Go like, give me all your money or your wife. Life. Shit. Let me try again. Give me all your wife. Money. Ah, fuck it. You know what? Have a nice day. Shit. Just take my phone and don't tell anybody this happened. Is that an option? Maybe? Is that?